Welcome back, everybody. I'm Chris Angel, your co-host for Connect, Share, Prosper, here with your host of the most. I don't know how I was going to say that, Chaz.
That's all right.
Chaz Wilson from Master Networks. Chaz, today we're talking about encouragement. Who motivates the motivator?
Yeah, we all need that encouragement. That's the thing, right? Especially, I mean, this is maybe dangerous territory I'm going to wander into, but especially I think as guys, we often think we got to be tough all the time and macho, and especially if we're leading other people, right? And so who motivates the motivator, and how do you get encouragement? That's today what I want to talk about.
Yeah. Where do we find the encouragement? Because it's, I feel like there is a lot at stake as a leader to sort of like, I don't want to let my guard down to everyone and be like, hey guys, I'm feeling down today. And I don't want to broadcast that to the world. I think I need to be selective about who I let into that inner circle.
For sure. You do need to be selective, but I think it's okay to, I don't think you don't, as people say, vent or dump. I mean, you don't do that, but I think it's okay to look into people around you, to look for encouragement and find positivity. I think it's also a good self-awareness. We talked about last episode, attitude and self-awareness, to be self-aware that maybe I need the encouragement. And then also, like for me, I create a list of things that I know that build up my energy and my excitement. Mm-hmm. So I can go to my default list of things that make that happen. But I think it's important on who you go to for that and who you get advice. And so what I call it is the law of proximity. And I think it's important in who you are in proximity with. And, I talk all the time about the fact that I was on a trip one time and I came home and my wife was like, we have twin boys, our youngest are twins. And so one of our twins' name is Tate. And I came home and she said, hey, just FYI, Tate wants to change his name. I'm like, why does Tate want to change his name? And so the conversation went like this. He came to my wife and said, Mom, I want to change my name. She said, Hun, why do you want to change your name? He said, well, you changed your name to Mom, which I thought was kind of cute as at that time, 7-year-old, her name Jacqueline, and she changed it to Mom. So she said, well, sweetie, what do you want to change your name to? This I thought was a powerful lesson for me. I said, I want to change my name to Dave. The reason Dave is a mentor in my life. Dave has been to our home. I talk about Dave. I'm writing books with Dave, et cetera. Right. And so it was interesting this last year at our national event called Connect, we gave the Person of Influence Award to Dave Jenks. My son Tate presented that award. So super cool. Right. And what was funny is my wife posted that on social media and Dave replied, when I grow up, I want to change my name to Tate. So it was kind of this cute, back and forth.
That's great. Yeah.
But the key is proximity. We teach our kids, hey, it's important who you hang around with, et cetera. Why do we not follow our own advice? Right? And who are we choosing to be around? By the way, it's a choice. Yeah. Right? You choose who you hang around.
I think, so if I'm hearing you correctly, I don't think it's a subtle point you're making, that sometimes encouragement isn't an act. It's not a moment. It is, but just by being in proximity with somebody, it can happen while you do your normal day's work. Like it can just, but being in the presence of, or the proximity of someone that is the right someone,
or someone's,
you can receive or benefit from encouragement.
So true. I mean, I can't tell you the number of days where something's happened or God, that thing, tripped us up in the morning or whatever. But because I'm around such great people all day long, it's rare that I leave the office or throughout the day, some attitude awareness and shift doesn't adjust.
Right.
Just because I'm around encouraging people who are about improvement.
Right.
I couldn't imagine right now, honestly, this is a true statement. I couldn't imagine doing what I do each and every day if I didn't have those kinds of people around me. It just wouldn't be the same at all. So think about that, So isn't it interesting? Maybe then Monday through Friday, we're in one type of group, and then, Saturday, Sunday, and the weekend, we're with a different type of group. I mean, make those choices to choose to be in relationship. I mean, there's families. Sometimes you can't choose those kinds of relationships, but choose the ones you can choose and be in proximity with people who improve your attitude and encourage you.
It reminds me of that saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others, or, build a team or something, right? Like you gotta have, if you're going to go the distance. And I think as entrepreneurs, like we have this huge vision and we want to go the distance, but look, I'm just telling you from how I've built a business over time is I've done it in isolation a lot of times.
Yeah. That becomes a mental struggle, I think, at times, right?
that's why I need encouragement. But listen, I'm also really stubborn, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs are stubborn. And so it's just like, what I do is I just double down on effort when what really I probably needed was some encouragement.
Yeah.
You know?
So, right. We all need that encouragement. I mean, think about children, right? I look at my kids, and if I say, hey, you could really improve this versus, hey, great job. What do you think, how could you do better next time? Or, hey, you did an awesome job. And I start with the encouragement piece. Yeah. I look at the response is so much different. And we're really not that any different than that. And so who motivates the motivator? Who are you listening to on a daily basis? Are you listening to podcasts like this? Are you listening to other people? Are you reading good books? Turn the news off. Quit listening to that garbage. Get in front of people and with people in proximity, that the voice is coming in here so that your self-talk changes.
Right.
That's important. And then that's the power of a networking chapter, is you're around your people. That's why we do the rhythm of weekly. Some people ask, why weekly? There's a point to that every week I can plug in with a group of like-minded people for the encouragement, the education, the relationships, all of that. So there's a method to that, and why we do that weekly.
I've already, it's funny because I launched my chapter, I want to say we had our second meeting last week officially. And it's awesome to already hear people say, like, I was so looking forward to this meeting this week.
Yeah.
Like what you can get done in an hour, the encouragement that can happen in an hour, simply because great minds are getting together and being very focused through some structured content. Yeah. And meeting is it's amazing. I don't know that I would have been able to, I don't know if before I'd started, if I'd said like, that's what I would have predicted would happen. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I think as business owners, we always go into a lot of things and look at what's my ROI, right? What's my return going to be? And there's so many intangibles that you need as a leader that aren't measured on those spreadsheets.
I think that's the thing we talked about in the last episode about self-awareness. Like, I think a lot of times as business people, we can come in looking for the hard skills or the hard ROIs, and we kind of downplay or poo-poo the soft stuff, the soft skills, the soft ROIs. But I think sometimes that actually has more impact if you dial that in right. The encouragement has more of an impact on your trajectory than the Facebook ad you just ran.
Well, that's why I always say, I think to grow a successful business, it takes courage. Well, then I need someone to encourage me along the way, right? Yes. And not just say, hey, what's the next marketing thing you're going to do? And I need encouragement so that I have the courage to take on those tasks and those struggles and fight those giants to build my business. So if you're listening to this, my question to you is, who are you in proximity with? Who are you surrounding yourself? Who are you listening to? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who give you advice. I have family and friends, and I love them dearly. I do, but often they're going to give me advice about something they've never done. I'm looking for people who have been there or are there who can encourage me along the way and not say, hey, you should retreat. This looks tough.
Yep. I love it. And I would say that your vision, like the thing that you really want to put in the world, depends on people encouraging what you're up to.
100%. And if you don't have those encouraging relationships right now, find them. They're around you. They're nearby. Find them. Be purposeful about. We also say a person of impact, the first characteristic is they're purposeful. So be purposeful about the relationships that you have. Find encouraging relationships.
Chaz, if people are listening to this that aren't a member of Master Networks and they want to find some encouragement, they want to connect with others in a local chapter or even start their own chapter like I did, where can people go to learn more about Master Networks?
Yeah, we would welcome you with open arms in our Master Networks family. So come to masternetworks.com, look for a chapter, sign up, become a member, or if you can't find one, reach out to us. We have virtual success coaches that will be here to help you launch your own successful chapter. So come join us.
It's one of the best things I've done in the last 6 years of owning my business is starting a chapter. It's been amazing.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I think, as you said, there's a lot of people that try to build in isolation. There's no need to do that. I think with the internet and all these things, it feels tempting, but come join a networking group.
Yeah, it's amazing. Awesome. Chaz, another great episode. Looking forward to our next one. And thanks for now. See you soon.
Thank you, sir.